Yo, yo! Grumpy Vegan Grandad here. Is there anybody out there? We can see we've got people on already. Family 4 Explorer, hello. Toby Gosling, hello there. No, I'm vegan. I know I'm vegan. Hello, Michael Slack. How are you? Welcome. I haven't seen your name before, but welcome. The Vegan Mooncat. Welcome me. I've just seen your last video, Vegan Mooncat. Jump on there, people, and have a look at his last video. He's just he's a crazy guy. He's a crazy guy. Can everybody hear me okay? Please let me know. Not Mooncat, because he always says he can't hear me. So just give me a yes if you can hear me, people. You know the rules. It doesn't go any further unless I get a yes. So come on, let me know. Can you hear me? If I don't get a yes... Well done, Muddy. I'm glad you've wiped your paws. Can someone... Yes, thank you, Toby. Thank you. Otherwise, we can't go on. The beard's coming on, people. Yeah, Panorama. Apparently now, I can hear you loud and clear. Are you in a good mood today, Mooncat? Yeah, are you in a good mood? Yeah, Panorama, the abusive farm. Well, they're all abusive, people. They are all abusive. There's no denying that fact. They have been taken off the red tractor list. Well, whip woo. You know what I mean? They've been taken... All that abuse and disgusting behaviour, and they've been taken off the Farmers Union, which is Red Tractor. What a pathetic show of strength. They should be prosecuted. But this is the thing, I think we might talk about this later, is we shouldn't be campaigning for welfare. We shouldn't be campaigning for welfare because look what's happened. When we campaign for welfare, they take away the cruelty and it still carries on. The oppression of animals still carries on. We're fighting for abolition, people. Abolition. Right, anyway. I have got... this box. Look at this box. And I can't wait to get into it. But, hello, Big Spoon Bear. I can't wait to get into it and see what goodies I've got. Because, again, my beautiful, beautiful donor, Tom. Peace, Tom. Thank you so much. Has donated and said, please, can you buy as many goodies for £30 from Sugarnoms, as it's an all-vegan online sweet store. And I said, of course I can. Of course I can. So I've had my tea early, so that I'm empty, so I can eat a shitload of sugar. But we're going to... it better not be a head in that box. Yes, it'll be my head in that box going num 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 num. So, anyway, let's bring on Kay. So, Kay is the... co-owner, I think, of Sugarnoms, the co-founder, but we shall get all the lowdown. Listen, thanks everybody for coming. Share it around if you can, and let's get this Sugarnoms all over the place. Let's be the go-to for sweets and chocolate. Right, Kay, how are you, my love?
I'm all right, and it's so good to see everyone popping up already.
Of course they are.
Some people I know, some people I don't, so that's nice.
Who do you know?
Toby, for sure. We do quite a bit of chatting behind the scenes.
Really?
Vegan Mooncat, I've been watching his stuff lately. But actually, Vegan Mooncat, I saw his T-shirt on Hench Herbivore at the gym the other day, so it's, yeah. I wasn't at the gym, not his gym, but on his Instagram, yeah.
So he's been giving out T-shirts, has he, Mooncat?
Who knows?
Well, it'll probably fall to bits in a few weeks. It's like that mug that I won off him. It's just constantly leaking. I've never had a mug like it. You know what I mean? It's just, you can tell he gets them from a Blackpool tat shop. Toby says they can't punish them, otherwise they would have to punish all farm animals. Yeah, of course, mate. Yeah, exactly. So, do they sell healthy sweeties, low sugar? As my teeth took a battering over the years. Oh, well, we're shopping already.
Already, yeah. Big spoon there. Yeah, so we're just starting to do sugar-free range actually. It's one of our newest categories. So there
What's
isn't
the
too much out there.
point?
Yeah, there isn't too
What's
much
the
out there.
point of that?
You sound like you've started on the sugar already.
No, not yet, not yet. This is me before sugar. Wait till you see me on sugar, okay? You're going to regret this. You're going to regret. I'll tell
Yeah,
you.
but we do sugar-free, but not the hugest range. I keep my eye out. It gets a bit obsessive to kind of find all these sweets all the time. I literally spend hours and hours looking for sweets. So yeah, it's on my radar to keep looking.
Give me the
Family,
sugar.
sugar.
Right, well, listen, please keep your comments for later. Okay, we're going to have a little chat to Kay. We can't have her on and not know anything about her. We need to know all about Kay and the journey and who the other person is in this relationship. And yeah, so save your sugar comments for later, and we will then come to it. We'll then have a look in my little box. Vegan Army mug. Look at that.
So
You
is
need
there.
about. Well, send me one, Toby. I'll send the money over. Just send me one. You can come on if you want. You can come on and have a chat about your channel later if you want. Your shop does not complain like you. And by the way, I can't hear you. Oh dear. So, Kay.
Yes.
Yes, all about you. So, where are you living at the moment? Not exactly, but what town?
Yeah, so we're up in the northeast. So it's a red car. It's called. It's by
Redcar.
Middlesbrough. Yeah.
There's a big race course there, isn't there, where they torture horses?
There is, yeah. We
Yeah.
actually we're in the process of buying a house kind of not far from the race course. And the woman, one of her selling points was, oh, you can see the horses on show days. And we were like, we'd rather not, thanks.
Wow.
But yeah, so yeah, it's well known for that. It's also well known for the beach. Obviously, here at Sugarnoms Studio, we're literally on the seafront. So that's gorgeous to walk out to every evening.
Well, you don't sound like you say photocopier and conjunctivitis. So,
No.
where are you originally from?
Well, people can't guess. Have you guessed?
No,
or
I can't.
okay.
Right, let's
Can't
people
place me.
don't say anything. Can anybody guess where Kay is from? Is
People
there anything
struggle
you could
to
say
place
to
me.
give you a? Is there any sort of words particular to your area that you could just say once now? Give us a clue. What did you say
Ooh.
down your end when you were growing up?
Let me have a think.
Toby, you're not in this because you might already know.
No, I don't think he does.
Doesn't it?
It'd be, well, without putting on the accent, because I think
Hang
now
on,
people...
hang on. I think I've just got it.
Go on then.
I think I've just heard something. You sound
Right.
like UK vegan family who are in just south of Birmingham.
Birmingham it is, yeah. Well, Solihull, Birmingham-ish, that way.
Wow, you've
Yeah.
dampened that accent down a bit,
Not
haven't
for
you?
years. So I moved, yeah. But this is what I get every time I say I'm from Birmingham. Then you do a better accent than me on it. This is the actor in here, though, isn't it?
This is me trying to get on Peaky Blinders. Yeah, Peaky Blinders.
Yeah.
Right, so let's talk about that. Let's talk about growing up in Brum then. It's a big industrial town, very multiracial as well, Birmingham. It's a great city. It's a melting pot of ideas and races and religions. And so what influenced you to become a vegan, an animal rights activist? Because I know you're an animal rights activist as well. You're very vocal on that sort of thing. So what's age and what prompted you?
So throughout my whole time living in Birmingham, I was a meat eater. I was one of these meat eaters that literally like took the piss basically out of vegans.
Yeah,
because
I did, yeah.
I think it just hit home. It was my conscience more than anything looking back that made me do that. I was always buying cruelty-free beauty products, very hypocritically sort of saying, you know, oh, cruelty-free, I don't want anything tested on animals, while I was busy eating animals. But I kind of dipped in and out of vegetarianism for a while as a teenager. I had a few friends that were veggie, but it was always that thing, you know, you just think, oh, you know, it was too difficult, or all those excuses people come out with, you know. So it was only 4 years ago I truly went dairy free. I'd moved well out of Birmingham by that point. I've moved up slowly further up the country. So for a while I lived in Whitby. Became dairy free for health. I was having a few health issues. And can you hear me all right? This sound's just gone a bit funny.
No, it was me turning my mic off so I didn't disturb you
right.
because my phone's dinging and he's turned that off. And
Yes, so I went dairy free first for a year, and it was that kind of led me down the veganism path, because the more I was searching for dairy free stuff, the more that was popping up about the dairy industry and how
oh my
horrific it was.
God, you know,
So-
it's like, it's just, this is why so much arguments go on in the vegan community, and most people I speak to end up vegan and animal rights originally for health reasons. And I'm sorry, but we've got to be pragmatic. That's the way the world works.
Yeah.
You know, people do it for different reasons, and it doesn't matter. As long as they're not saying I am vegan for health 2 years down the line, it's fine how you get down that road.
And I think once you've opened your eyes, or once you've had your eyes opened, I mean, some of these kind of looking up, and you kind of go down rabbit holes with it, don't you? And you kind of, I was doing more and more research, and I just turned around to my other half in the kitchen one day and I just said, you know what, I'm going to be vegan. I can't do meat anymore. I just can't face having meat in the house, meat in the fridge. You know, it's animals. I just couldn't not start seeing them as animals, you know? So he embraced that, but he didn't go vegan straight away. He went vegetarian for about a year, and he's fully vegan now. He's been vegan for 2 years. Because one, I've never shown him the footage if he didn't want to see the footage and all that sort of thing. But the more I was just talking sense, basically, he sort of just couldn't unsee it either. So Mark then went vegan. And then last Veganuary, my sister, she just came out with, do you know what? I think I'm going to be vegan too. So she's been vegan just on a year now. So
Wow.
it's kind of contagious, isn't it? When you start talking about it, and it makes so much sense to people. We've always said we are huge animal lovers in our family, born and raised animal lovers. But then the rest of the family haven't made that connection. Well, if you really love animals.
Which I find strange, because you lived in basically a big industrial city where there isn't many animals apart from dogs, cats, and rats. You know,
Yes.
so
Yes.
right. Well, listen. Before we go any further and talk about your other half and the next stage, let's open my box and have a look at some of the goodies
please
in there.
do.
Let's have a look. Okay. First, we've got a card. Hi, Danny. Looking forward to our live. Enjoy, Kay and Mark. By the way, you're such a handsome guy. Thank you, Kay. Thank you. That's so nice.
Okay, that's not being shown on screen for some reason, then, is it, Dan? No?
No, I won't show it on screen because your handwriting's a bit scruffy. Never underestimate the power of one person's kindness. A nice little postcard there. That's a nice little touch.
Yeah,
I
so
like
they're
that.
like collaborations. So we choose other artists, vegan artists. We get in touch. We say, do you want to collaborate with us? Their details are on the back. Our details are on the back. So we've
Wow.
worked with different charities with their things as well. So you'll be getting a few of Toby's things for the Vegan Army, going out in orders from kind of
Nice.
next few days.
We're going to talk about Toby in a little while. Now, Toby, if you want to come on later, mate, Kay will send you the link and come and talk about Vegan Army, because I think you should, mate, because we're trying to get vegan businesses to smash it out there. So please do that. Now, can I just make one point about my delivery? So I paid a little bit extra to plant some trees, correct?
You did, yep.
And also, I've got, let me see if I can rip this off.
You'd have paid 74p to plant a tree.
And I've also got a carbon neutral delivery.
Yep. So that's
Carbon
with DP.
neutral delivery. So, you know, amazing. So not only are you ruining my diet and my regime. Right, what's this?
So that's another collaboration we've done. So Drags to Riches, I met the guy behind that. He's crowdfunding for a board game. He is amazing. I met him at a pitch event for businesses, and his pitch was to have a real drag queen pop out of a cardboard box on stage in front of everyone. He really had some balls doing that. So,
they were tucked
it was,
in.
well, his were, but everybody else's on stage were, yeah. And we just love the drag community. We've got a huge LGBT following. Obviously, we're all about the rainbows and inclusivity. It just makes sense to kind of include them in some of our boxes.
I've got
a
drag queen. So I've got a drag queen there, and I've got to start a collection.
Queen. Yeah,
right, cool.
Everything's collectible, and I love that about it because it's all so different.
I love collectibles. Right, okay.
I'm going to send this link to Toby to give him a nudge if he wants to come.
I've got this now. I'm going to open this. You carry on doing that. Enjoy your treats. So let's see what's in this box. Oh, it's like Christmas, but it's really hard to get into things. Oh my God! How do you? What the hell?
So that's the letterbox friendly. Yeah, I haven't made it. I'm notorious at Christmas, for wrapping things up too much.
So normally this would come through your letterbox.
Yeah, it would come just with the address.
Okay.
So and then you would just pop it open. These are the ones that we kind of have done for different events as well. So universities kind of love these because they just pop it, especially working remotely.
Right. Okay, people. So enjoy your treats. Another card. Enjoy your treats again. You are just such a really, you're stylish, it says there. Such a stylish man. So in that little box that comes through your letterbox, I've got this here. Oh my God. Oh my word. Let me see if I can do this.
Have you seen what Vegan Mooncat's just said?
What's he said?
It's like watching a chimp trying to make fire.
Ooh, bananas. Look at that, people. So what are these?
So these are the brand new Love Roll bars. I've only tried one of them. We try everything between us. So you'll have to tell us what you think of them. That's bonbons. You won't be able to speak with your mouth open with them because they take some chewing. And they're bubs. So they're kind of a Swedish sweet. Again, they've got no allergens in them there, and they are one of our best sellers.
Arr, arr, we like these, we do. Arr. Right, everybody who's watching now, go make a cup of tea. Fucking hell.
Gonna be chewing on them a while.
Right, that's going to one side. Because that is, what are these things here? These little coloured.
Yeah, so they're little chocolate cream rounds. They're all different flavours.
Oh my word.
They're super soft though. You'll be able to eat one of them and still talk.
Oh, minty. Like Pontefract. Oh, yeah.
Good, right. Aren't they? Yeah.
Right, let me put them down.
They're hard to walk past in the studio, leaving them sort of alone.
I've got some free hair. Look at that. Oh my God! It just never stops. What the hell?
Well, you mentioned you liked chocolate and stuff, so
that's about 3/4 of a ton. What? Kay, you can't do this to me. Look at the size. It's the size of my head.
And you mentioned you've got family that might enjoy them as well, so.
These are all vegan, people. These are all vegan. Look at that. Are them all sours and jellies and bonbons?
Gummies, everything.
Oh my God. This is great.
It literally sounds like Christmas.
Right, I'm not. Oh, let's. Oh, what are these? What are these?
This is our chocolate. So this is what I spend my evenings doing. This is my therapy at the moment, actually. So we make all that by hand.
I've got to taste that.
Yeah, please do. It's freeze-dried raspberries in that one. And we send these out to taste testers. So we've got a list. So if anyone wants to be on our list, feel free to kind of send an email. We send them out for taste testing first. And then we come up with these things. So it's kind of milky. It's as milky as we can get it at the moment, I think.
That is epic.
Oh, thank you.
Then we're going to last about 5 minutes.
That's pudding.
Oh my God. my God. Right. Oh, I knew this would be a really strange stream. I knew it. Hang on a minute, what's this? What an amazing job testing sweets. I'll tell you what, I'm sorry, Kay, but you've sort of like done yourself out of any business for the next. This is
just
going
to be snaffling them.
I'm not even halfway through the box yet, folks. 30 quid.
We'll just leave you to it, Dan.
30 quid. Can you hold the fort just while I just munch through it? Wow.
Yeah.
I'm getting a real sugar rush now. That's, yes. Send some to my house. Mooncat, you can come and get some if you want. It's a 45-minute drive from Blackpool to my house. You know it is. So get off your ass and come over. Oh, no, hold on a minute. Mooncat's on a weight loss journey. He's at the moment, Mooncat is eating healthy, so I can't give him any. I'm really sorry, Mooncat. Never mind, mate. Maybe go for a marathon run, and then I'll give you a couple of bonbons. Oh dear. Right, let's show everybody your Instagram.
Okay.
So share screen, Chrome tab. There we go. So this is Kay and Mark's Instagram. So, oh look, who's that handsome brute there in the middle?
I was kind to you. I could have chosen some really awful ones doing that one.
You used my headshot there.
You've got some mugshots.
Oh, I've got some mugshots, believe me. Oh, the police know all about me from my misspent youth. But go on to at Sugarnoms UK, Sugarnoms UK. Otherwise, there is some very similar sounding ones, so be careful of that. Beware. It's Sugarnoms UK. Brilliant page, mate. Love it. So, Marky, the guy who's behind the scenes at the moment. Tell us a little bit about Mark. What does he do? Does he have a full-time job? Or?
Yeah, we both work, so we do this kind of in our spare time. So he is a surveyor for a big kitchen company.
Right.
So he travels a lot in his van, and just kind of goes all over. He loves it. He's a real kitchen geek. So he's the complete opposite than me though. So he's like a real worker bee. He quite likes having a boss, and he quite likes doing a kind of 9 to 5.
He's not like that kitchen geek on Alan Partridge, is he?
I don't tell me.
Have
I'm not going to agree or disagree until I know.
When he finds his new best mate and he comes round to pick a kitchen and he's got porn on telly and he basically wants to do wife swapping. Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna have to tell him that. I have to play him the.
Yeah, Alan Partridge. Yeah.
Maybe I should stop saying that about him then.
He's a kitchen geek. Yes.
Yeah. So, but he's our kind of chief taste tester. So literally everything in here, we've got over 600 products now, and he has eaten his way through every single one of them. I kind of take my pick really, but he has literally.
I take it he's not 9 stone then.
He's a big guy, but he does weights, so we kind of put it down to the weights rather than the sugar. But
yes, definitely.
Yeah.
So you work as well.
Yes, so I'm a counsellor, mental health counsellor, and I do that. I've kind of halved my days now, so I do half the time doing that, and then half the time doing Sugarnoms, and that through the pandemic, obviously that got really, really heavy, really, really fast. So that's why Sugarnoms got started, because for me it was my rainbows, it was my light at the end of every day. So I needed it. I didn't even expect it to take off like it has. So yeah.
Well, really,
share the rainbows.
Of course. I mean, well, you've sort of, I mean, you know all about psychology, so I'm sure that you've been using your psychology to sort of get us to buy my sweets. Look into the eyes, not around the eyes, look into the eyes, and you will buy my sweets. And yeah, everything on your page that I'm looking at now is just candy coloured.
Yeah,
It's just like,
yeah.
it just looks like sweets anyway. Your page looks like sweets.
I just wanted it to be joyful. You can see from the studio behind me, we come in. I mean, this isn't open to the public. We keep it like this for us because it's then we walk in and it's just our bit of fun and our bit of, breath of fresh air, really. So,
Whose sound keeps cutting out, Mark? Anybody else notice that? Hello, Michael Askew. A few people have joined, actually. Let's have a look. The
oh,
real
that's
thing.
good.
Yeah. Leon Kootstra, hello there. Hello there. Welcome. Thanks for coming on, mate. Thanks for coming on. So, tell me about Sugarnoms then. When you set it up, what was the idea? How did you start? What did you do? Why sweets? Tell us a story about that, please.
So, as I say, I was doing therapy. All my work went online in May 2020. So I had a lot more time on my hands. Mark had lost his job completely at that point, munching on sweets. So we were literally just at a loose end, and we thought I'd been dreaming of a sweet shop for years. And obviously being vegan, things were a bit harder to come by with the selection, and you go through the supermarket and, most of the stuff is just not ours. So I just thought, I started having a look around and I thought, you know what, this actually would be really doable. I'd had a lot of contacts in the business world anyway. I'm a real business geek. So we pushed our button for our first order of £300 worth of sweets, and they arrived at our door, and we started from our back bedroom. And it was just really exciting. Our first people that bought from us were friends and family, as it usually is. And within a week, we'd got our Shopify website launched. We were on Instagram. Every time I was posting on Instagram, we were selling to people we didn't know. And there was such a buzz from that. We were waking up and with orders in the bag, and it just blew me away. And I thought, God, there's a real need for this. And people are loving what we're sending out already. So it just grew and grew. And we outgrew our bedroom within months, and we were in then a studio. And then this is our third studio because we've just outgrown where we've been. So we just love what we do, and we just want to fill that gap with we wanted to make it so, when you used to go in Woolworths and you used to be able to pick up a tub and a scoop and just fill your boots. We wanted to make it like that. And I think that's hopefully what comes across on the website, that you can literally choose anything and put it into a bag. So we do the premixes, like the ones you've got. Yeah.
Oh my God.
So that's the one of everything. So if people aren't sure what to get or what they're going to like, you literally get one of everything we sell in there. And then that gives you an idea then of what you're going to like for next time.
When you say there's a gap, but there's a need for it,
Yeah.
Yeah, Pick and Mix. Yeah, I used to steal at Pick and Mix. You've never known anybody be able to get so many sweets in his mouth. I was like a hamster. I was great at robbing
You're not
Pick and
coming
Mix.
here to visit this place.
Yeah.
Then.
I used to put holes in my pockets and tuck my pants into my socks at school, and we used to just let everything slide down our pants to our ankles and walk around with fat ankles full of cream eggs and stuff like that. So
Criminal
I was a naughty boy.
At work.
I'm a criminal mastermind. But I mean, when you go to the supermarket, you see these Galaxy bars, you see these. I bought a Bounty, and it's crap, but you pay through the nose. It's like £3.20. You go to Asda, Tesco, Sainsbury's, and you've got to look, and they disguise all the animal products very well. Certain numbers of animal products, colourings, and it's like it's a minefield.
And even the word flavourings has so much to it that people don't have to disclose. So we write to every single manufacturer we work with. We write to our wholesalers and we say, where's your sugar from? Because if it's American sugar, often that's no good.
Yeah.
The e-numbers, actually, there's a few e-numbers that are crossover between whether it's animal derived, and they don't have to state whether it's animal or vegetable. So we do all that work so people don't have to, so people can come to us and just be, it's easy then, it's fun, like it should be fun. You're shopping for sweets.
Yeah, Family 4 Explorers say the whole aisle in a supermarket is literally out of bounds for us vegan kids need more variety. So yeah, well, here is where your variety is. At least now, if you go on to the website, which I'll put up in a little while, and I'll put the website in the chat, you can guarantee you don't even have to worry. Just pick what you want, fill your boots. It doesn't matter. Everything is guaranteed to be vegan. Guaranteed to be vegan. Everything.
Yeah.
No worries. I didn't realise about the sugar. You go to the lengths of finding out where the sugar's from as well.
Yeah, so because we do buy some stuff from America, we work with importers, and it's that kind of thing that some of the sugar is, there's that kind of bone char when they refine sugar.
Yeah.
So over here, we don't really have that problem with sugar, but it's an issue. So we only buy like vegan brands like Go Max Go, like the Joker's bars are like Snickers alternatives. They're one of my favourites. I think if you have a rummage,
I'm rummaging because it's time. It's that time again. So let's open some more stuff. Now, Kay, I love Turkish Delight. I love it. Yeah. It's my favourite thing in the whole world. I used to love the fries Turkish Delight. Now I'm hoping, right? Oh, fudge. Fudge. I've got some fudge there. They do
a mixed bag.
They do a vegan fudge at Asda on the vegan aisle. We've got a vegan shelf, not a vegan aisle.
Yes, yeah. And there's Tilly's, which is quite good. That you can buy from the supermarket. It's amazing.
Yeah, you probably get half that in a Tilly's for a few quid. You know. So yes, we've got some fudge. What's in this? It's just like a burger. It's like a vegan burger. Oh yeah, there we go. We got my Turkish
it would
Delight.
Be there.
Yes.
Funnily enough, that was the thing it was the only thing that you requested, and you did mention it several times, Dan. So we couldn't have left it out for you. I think I'd have seen you cry. I
would have cried.
So that's the lemon, and there's rose in there as well. Eat the fudge.
Oh my god. Is this the rose one?
Yeah, the rose is my favourite. We have tried covering it in chocolate as well. It's hit and miss, so I haven't put it online yet.
That is. Oh my god. My teeth are actually burning and melting as we speak.
Mine are just watching you.
Oh god, that's Turkish Delight. Keep talking.
Well, I'm just checking on comments. There's so many lovely ones.
I'm gonna go through the comments now.
I think we're just kind of goading you to just fill up on sugar.
Oh my god. Right.
I've just been on the website. My phone has contracted diabetes.
Right, let's go through. Let's have a look. Come round tomorrow, Dan. Yeah, sorry, I can't afford the petrol. Petrol's gone up now. You're going to have to sort of come and see me. For the kids, Dan. No, for me. What I'm going to do is I'm going to set myself a challenge. I'm going to see if I can eat everything in the box within a week. Kay, what's the plan for the future?
We would love a bricks and mortar shop. We would love to be somewhere where people can come and visit and Instagrammable experience, proper Willy Wonka's chocolate factory type place. I don't know how far that is off. We keep looking at places, but things always get in the way, or people hear vegan and actually, people oppose having us there and things. So it is difficult, but that would be a really great plan.
It would, but would it be necessary nowadays? Is it?
I would want it to be like really immersive. So if you think, we've got 600 products now. I think we could probably get lots more in terms of having a huge ice cream counter, slushies, all those goodies, that you could just walk in and not have to worry about whether you can have it or not, or ask for the allergens menu, or
Are you going to
opt out of
Are you going to have extra wide doors so people can get their fat asses out of there?
It's treats. I think the clue's in the name, isn't it? Sugarnoms. It's we don't shy away from the fact that it is full of sugar, but it's treats. And why should we miss out on treats?
Exactly. God,
we deserve them.
Vegan Mooncat, Serious Photoshop has gone on with that picture. So what he's talking about is the picture of me on your Instagram.
Yeah.
So yeah, F you, Mooncat. Let's have a look. Let's move further down. Yeah, Mooncat's trying to go on about the cutting out sound. It's really getting boring. But at least I'm not lying
sorry
about the leaky mug. It's not. It's him. Don't believe him. All my work colleagues love the sweets I took into work. Of course they will. Of course they will.
My personal Instagram is called the Vegan Snacktivist, and that's what we do. We're snacktivists. We feed people vegan sweets, and when they go, "Oh, that's really nice," we'll go, "Yeah, it's vegan," and it's that sort of thing that gets a conversation going, but doesn't get people's backs up from the beginning.
Do you know I do the opposite here, right? So when my family come now, they're going to be like, "Oh, sorry, you can't have that. It's vegan."
Yeah.
Because when I make stuff, like I've got a bean chili that I've done today, a 3-bean chili. Do you want some? Oh, no, don't want any. You know?
Missing out, aren't
because
they?
it's vegan. Because it's vegan. Well, you're not having me sweets because they're vegan.
Yeah, you can't have it both ways,
You can't have it both ways. Yeah, I've just been on the phone on the website. My phone has contracted diabetes. Love it.
Love that.
We could only afford flying saucers in our pick and mix as kids. Oh, were you poor? That bag of sweets will be like £100 at the cinema. Unless, but what people do at the cinema, what we used to do is go in a big coat with big pockets and take our own sweets and drinks in there.
Yeah.
You know, you've got to be...
Nobody cares if you rustle now, do they? But then at the cinema, there will be things in the cinema pick and mix that are accidentally vegan, and this is what I absolutely love as well. I love finding the accidentally vegan stuff to bring it. And again, we do all the checks behind the scenes, but vegan by ingredient, and then we do our extra checks. So, but there will be things there that you can have, but it's just label checking, isn't it? It gets really tedious.
I like the look of the Dirty Cow range. What's the Dirty Cow range?
So funnily enough, they sold really well for Valentine's Day, and went really well for stocking fillers. So Dirty Cow is a chocolate bar range.
Hang on a minute. Have I got some in here?
I don't think so. No, I don't think you have.
Yes, I have.
Have you?
Yes, I have.
That's Mark slipping one of them in for you then. So which one did you get? Is it the honeycomb? And yeah, the hip. So that's our new stuff, hip. We're just trialing that at the moment.
So this is... Oh, yes, this is the honeycomb one.
Yeah, so Dirty Cow, it's kind of chocolate slabs and then it's sprinkled stuff on the top. So you've got like biscuits or honeycomb or...
So it's a crunchy?
Candy. Yeah, depending on what you get, it is.
Oh,
you get like pistachios and stuff like that on some of them.
I've got absolutely shitloads of half-eaten stuff here now. It's just like...
But they're doing well because of the name, I think.
Hang on, let's do some ASMR. Yeah. Oh my word. That is... I'll tell you something. I'm not just saying it, right? I'm called Grumpy Vegan Grandad for a reason. If this wasn't all that, I'd be saying, I don't like that. Fucking love this.
I am waiting for something, because there is got to be something that you might not like as much.
I'll be honest with you, right? I will not eat these. That will be my family. That's the stuff I don't like.
Well, they'll get a taste for it, hopefully, and
they'll
realise
get a taste for it.
It's not bad to like vegan stuff.
So I will let my family have that. I will eat all the chocolate bits. Oh, hang on a minute, what are these?
You've got a few extra chocolate bits.
So I've got these here. We've talked about these before.
Yeah.
These are the raw chocolate bars, yeah?
Yeah.
Right.
They're the same people. Have you seen that they do the Bueno alternative? So if anyone's missing Kinder Bueno, they love raw. They are amazing. They're literally like a Kinder Bueno. They do a salted caramel, a white chocolate, and a milk chocolate now, and I am addicted to those. They come in like 2 fingers, so you can share if you're feeling kind.
What's this meter grumpy? Have you said something, Toby, and have I missed it? Eat the fudge, it will shut you up, Dan. What's that one, Kay?
So that's a Twilight. So that's one of the American bars. That's like a Mars alternative. So it's got a layer of caramel and then a layer of kind of like firm nugget stuff.
Okay.
That's good.
People, while you're on the comments, tell us which sweet or chocolate you'd like and wish it was vegan. That is, let me know. Oh yeah.
There are Jazzies.
Yeah.
Yep.
Jazzies, yeah.
So again, the sprinkles, really hard to find vegan sprinkles, but there is a great company if anyone's into baking, Baking Time Club. They're all vegan sprinkles and lots of gluten-free as well.
Hazelnut praline bar.
Within 108 is good.
Is that good?
Yeah.
I love how you say all this. This is good.
It's good.
And I've got them. Is that, tell me that's a Bounty bar.
It is, yeah. So it differs slightly because it's got a little almond on the top, but it's a Bounty bar through and through. So
I don't believe you. I'm gonna have to try it.
well, there's a few different Bounty bars on the market now, isn't there? And there's a few where they've just sort of sprinkled a bit of coconut on the top, and they're just not.
Right.
Whereas that and Rhythm 108 have got a Bounty bar out now. It's good, isn't it? It's squishy enough, whereas some of them are quite dry.
That is a Bounty bar. Oh my god.
There you go. Big Spoon Bears just said Bounty and Milky Way alternative. So yeah, the Buccaneer is a Milky Way-ish. It's a bit firmer.
Mmm.
Are you a fan of that one?
Yes. I'm going to be ordering more of them. More of that, please, is what they say.
Funnily enough, my grandma is absolutely obsessed with the Maholo bars. She literally orders one to have, like she used to watch Strictly Come Dancing, and she would get through a whole bar in a session. So that's the Snickers alternative, the Jokers.
Snickers alternative. Oh my! Right, these are what we are missing. This is the gap in the market.
Yeah.
Because what Galaxy and Dairy Milk are all trying to do is do a flat chocolate bar and trying to rip us vegans off. It even says vegan on the wrapper, plant-based and vegan.
And
word.
There is also some great independents in the UK. So although they're American bars, and we have worked with these people in the past, and I've bought from these people personally, because one of the things we do is we love to support other small businesses. So there are UK-based makers, like Truffle Pig. I don't know whether anyone's ever tried Truffle Pig stuff. Her stuff is brilliant.
Oh, I like them raspberry ruffles. Them are vegan.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Them one of Mark's favourite raspberry ruffles.
And sherbet fountains, I don't see. Like Mark said, flying saucers. Them are basically. Why are them not vegan?
Flying saucers are, I think, up in that top corner there. That's flying saucers up there. They are.
Right, let's have a look at some more comments. I've read that one. In Brighton, please. Oh, I don't know. Me to Grumpy. Oh, right, like the M&M shop. I think he's saying come down to Brighton. No.
Yeah, exactly like the M&M shop. Because you go in and it's experience. Because you can buy M&Ms online, can't you? People do. But actually, to go into a shop and experience it is different.
So Leon Coots says 600 products are quite a lot.
Yeah, we're getting there. We've got about 200 varieties of pick and mix now, and 600 products in total. So,
do you have healthy snacks as well, such as bars made from dried fruit and such?
No.
Well done. Good answer.
We've tried, and people just don't come to us for those sort of things.
Leon.
We do have lower calorie things. We have flour and white meringue bars, which are like 80 calories a bar and things. So we do some low calorie stuff, but mainly because it tastes good, not because it's low calorie.
Leon, just don't ask the question. This is about sweets. This is not about health. This is about this and this together. This is what it's all about. Oh my god, that's really kicking in. Family 4 Explorer. Shakes and waffles and pancakes if you sit in. Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, like the Creams cafes. I don't know whether you have them anywhere else in the country. We've got a few up here. There's one in Borough.
I've not heard of them.
Creams it's like a big ice cream counter. They do waffles and pancakes and things.
There might be one in Manchester, I suppose.
Mm.
That vegan girl and her dad defo getting on this. I thought you might do. View Cinema Popcorn is vegan.
I did not know that.
Interesting. That's not ASMR, that's gross. Thanks, Mooncat. That's naughty. See, you can't rely on one person's opinion. My favourite is Turkish Delight too. Yes, Toby. I love Turkish Delight. I think it's just pure. Can we get a Toblerone?
Not yet. That would be amazing if we could, though. I mean, we could dabble with making one.
Why do you want something that impales the roof of your mouth and makes your gums bleed? Why would you
We'll
want...
do a kinder shape.
Let's do an oblong sort of
It might be
shape.
trademarked anyway. We might not be able to get the... Didn't some supermarket try and bring out a Toblerone shape? They might have gotten in a bit of trouble for that.
Surely you can't copyright shapes.
Well, it's like the caterpillar cake thing that was... Did you see the controversy over that?
Yeah. Hello, Andrea. Bounty and Milky Way alternative. Milky Way, which one's the Milky Way now? Is that the one with the fluffy? Yeah,
really fluffy. Truffle Pig do one, actually. If you go into Shop Independent and Buccaneer that we sell, it's a bit firmer. It's not as gooey as a Milky Way.
Whisper Bar.
That would be my dream.
Yeah, but they have got... I watched a programme on the Whisper Bar, and they have spent millions on this special machine.
It's the aeration, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. Same with Aeros.
Because I think it was one of those programs where they try and recreate the food that this manufacturer makes. Used to love Bounty. Well, we've got the Bounty. I can guarantee I'm having another bite of this.
It's pretty similar, isn't it?
This isn't similar. This is like you could get sued for this because this is mate, that is a Bounty. We were chuffed when we found them because we just thought, they've nailed it. Mahalo bar. It's chewy, it's moist, it tastes of coconut. It's amazing. Boost bar. You're just trying to catch your own now.
Boost bar, yeah. What was that? What did that mean?
It's like I think it's like a Mars bar centre, like a long thin strip. Then it's surrounded by Milky Way stuff. Then it's got really sort of tough toffee round. It's a really strange. It's got everything. It's you sort of bite it and snap it, a bit like a Lion bar, but a bit smoother.
I don't think I ever had one of them when I was eating mainstream bars.
The kids miss Aero. Yeah. No, we should be able to recreate that somewhere.
Again, though, it's that technique with aeration, isn't it? We did look on. There's a YouTube that makes all these different chocolate bars, and I think they'd put like a canister, like an air canister in their chocolate. That was a bit hit and miss.
Yeah.
Maybe one day.
One day. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll use all my sort of infiltration equipment. I'll go to Cadbury and I will sneak in and try and get the recipe.
Use your big pockets in your trousers.
Protein chocolate vegan bars. Now that would be a nice little sideline, Kay, because a lot of people, I myself included, would like to see a protein bar, a protein chocolate bar. Okay. So you're looking for at least 20 grams of protein in the bar somehow.
That would be worth looking into, wouldn't it?
Definitely.
Because funnily enough, a lot of our gummies, like our little gummy bears and things, they do, like runners like to have them because they'll take them on a run and they'll just pop a gummy in for a boost. So yeah.
Oh, God, I'm never
going to sleep tonight. Is never enough.
I know, it was a real double entendre advert, that, weren't it? It was like, but it was the 70s. Vigo is like Toblerone.
Do you know, we don't sell Vigo. That is for my health because they wouldn't, and my bank balance, they literally wouldn't stay in this room. I would eat them all. So we made the decision not to stock Vigo. I wouldn't stop eating it.
You can't do that, Kay. You can't eat the stock.
Exactly. And it would all come home with me. So no.
That's what it was like for me when I was a crack dealer in Manchester. Only joking. The naked bars are relatively healthy and sweet. The taste comes from blended dried fruits and such. Leon's trying to health up. Leon, right? Yeah. Listen, stop trying to health up our disgustingly unhealthy stream, please. We don't want none of that healthy stuff.
But then saying that, the Rhythm 108 you've got's got quinoa in it. You wouldn't know it because it's covered in chocolate, but it just gives it that really nice texture. So I tried for you, Leon.
Leon, just get a shitload of sweets, right? And when you've had all the sweets, eat an apple. Sorted. You cancel each other out.
It's balance.
It's all about balance. Star bar.
Starbucks. I sort of remember that. Was that like an orange and blue packet?
Yes. Let's see
Okay.
if we can.
Something chewy.
Really chewy, like
Okay.
yeah.
I
And
didn't.
double deckers because I used to peel off the top deck. Let's have a look. Starbar.
God, these are really taking me back. Wagon wheels, Toby. They are. Sorry, I've skipped ahead. Ananda's do wagon wheels, which they're very expensive. I don't think they're kind of at where we want to be with price, but they are out there.
Where's your Starbar?
Oh yes.
Ooh, I've got it. Willy Wonka should be able to reach in and grab it.
Didn't someone have wasn't that popping candy in that, or was that another one?
No, it was like really sort of chewy toffee surrounded by chocolate, I think, Starbars.
See, some of these things I didn't even eat when I ate dairy. It was just not on my radar.
Let's see if double deckers are still. What about Kit Kats?
Yeah, well, they did try a vegan Kit Kat, didn't they, a while back?
Oh, hang on a minute. Right, let's share this. Is that the one? Yeah.
Oh, I love the way you can just pull these up.
Can you see that? That one there?
Yes.
That's the star bar, the inside. So it's like a long thin column of chewiness surrounded by caramel. Mars bar.
I would say the star bar would be relatively easy to recreate then, because we've got our moulds that might be able to pull off something. It just depends. Is the inside like a shortbread biscuit or something then?
I don't know. Let's have a see what it says. Star bar is a brand of chocolate. This bar has chocolate covering and is filled with caramel and crushed roasted peanuts. Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh, okay.
And it's sold in Germany and Canada under the name Wunderbar or Wunderbar. Wunderbar. So yeah, interesting.
There you go.
Interesting. Let's go down. Let's have a look. Where were we? Oh, there we go. Wagon wheel. Yeah, I did a wagon wheel recipe. Yeah, I did a wagon wheel recipe.
Did you?
Yeah, and you know what?
Missed that.
Well, you know what it is? It's 2 digestives, vegan marshmallows. You put them in the oven till they melt. Go like that with them. Melt chocolate and just coat them in chocolate.
We could do that.
Yeah, they're about 10,000 calories each. Amazing. I had a coconut cacao powder bar a while ago. They're quite yummy. Interesting. Cacao powder bar.
Is that a brand or is that a
coconut
cacao
come
across
powder?
them?
Ah.
See, coconut's always a bit divisive, isn't it? Whether people like it or they don't, but
Yeah.
it sells well, so.
He has also in his pockets some really dodgy reasons. Finger of Fudge has made another appearance. Yeah, you can't share Vigo. No,
not at all.
Dan makes wagon with wheels. Yeah, I haven't made him for a while.
I'm gonna have to give that a go.
What sort of Toby? Get on this stream. You've got the link. Kay sent it you. Come on now. Have you sent it him? Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, the link's there. Come on. Let us talk about your business because it's about vegan businesses. They are now said they are not discounting vegan Kit Kats. What does that mean, Mooncat?
Yeah, discontinuing them. So I just don't think they made them enough money, basically, because they're always chasing that kind of green pound, aren't they?
Yeah.
I don't think they made enough out of us. So.
Oh, here's a good question. Have you got any Easter bits coming in eggs, Easter bunnies, etc.?
Yes. So I'm going to be making some chocolate bars. I'm not doing filled chocolate eggs just because I don't want to risk them in the post. I don't want that nightmare after Easter of disappointed people. There is Easter, there's a new Bubs for Easter, and there's a few, we do like little carrot sweets. We do a special edition which is called Fluffy Bunny Tails and Bunny Poops. And that's marshmallows and like little drops of chocolate and things. So it's just a bit of fun really, and the kids seem to like them. So yeah, lots for Easter. I just love the seasonal stuff, you know. I love being creative with it and do something different.
Yeah, so we've got Easter, then we've got the school holidays, and
Halloween was a big one for us. Loved Halloween.
Yes, of course. Yes, and then we've got Christmas after that, and it all starts again. It's like, yeah. Interesting. What? Hang on a minute. I need to eat something.
You want to come down from the sugar?
Oh god, I'm a sour.
Yeah.
Why do you have to be so sour?
See, some people, we do a fizz and sours bag and they buy them literally, I reckon their tongues must go numb after a while, but they just keep eating them. I think it's that people get addicted to the fizz, don't they?
There is Sugarnoms in the chat. That is the website. Spend 20 quid, people. But
Well, you have got your code actually. If you
hold on a minute.
you put that out there.
Yeah. Right, people, listen to this.
Before you
Listen
spend
up.
any money.
Right, before you spend the money, we've got a special code. So tell us about the code.
Yes,
Okay.
so I've allowed it to run until next Saturday. So it runs out Saturday at midnight. So you've got a week, and you get 20% off everything except hampers. And the code is GVG NOMS, so all capitals. And you just put that in at the checkout, and you'll get 20% off everything. So you can try everything that you fancy.
Oh, it's not gone in capitals.
All capitals.
GVG NOMS. There we go.
All
GVG
word.
NOMS.
And it should just discount 20% off everything.
20 quid, people. Spend 20 quid. Toby's finally coming on. We can finally find out what the hell Toby has been going on with his half sentences on the chat. But let's bring him on and let's have a little chat to Toby. How are you, my friend?
You weren't
Hello.
expecting this, were you, Toby?
No.
Well, we can't let you get away with it. If we've got one vegan business on who's linked to another vegan business, and she's going to be throwing out some of your stuff. So I think it's the very least you can do to come on and have a chat with us. So, Toby,
Yep.
you're one of my super argumentative, anti-vegan, anti-meat eater trolls on my TikTok. You're amazing,
you've got to beat
mate.
'em up.
I want to thank you for that. I've never seen some arguments go on for days with Toby and these trolls on my account. Yeah, they go on for days. It's just amazing. I don't have to do anything.
Just keep poking away.
All I do is just provoke the reaction. I get the reaction, and then I send in the vegan army
Oh, there
to
you go.
smack him in the face.
I haven't seen you at work.
It helps the algorithm, doesn't it? So
I think it helps you. I think you love this, to be honest with you. I think you enjoy it, but your fingers must be raw with all that typing. So, Toby,
Level 27.
who's that
bless.
talking? Who's
that's
that?
it's the little one playing on the
What's your name?
on the Switch. What's your name?
Sad.
Seba.
Oh,
Seb?
Seba, yeah.
Sebo, how are you, mate? Lovely hair. I wish I had your hair. I really do. No, I really do wish I had your hair. Right, so what's the website, Toby?
Vegan Army, so vegan-army.co.uk.
.co.uk. Oh, this site can't be reached. What?
it's
Hang on a
vegan-army.co.uk.
Yeah, that's what I've done. Oh, hang on a minute. I'll tell you what I've done. I put something before it by accident.
And like a hyphen or something like that.
Yeah, I've got it. So,
There's some good stuff.
let's share the
There's
screen. Let's share the screen.
The new animal faces that you've done is beautiful.
Let's try that. There we go. So this is Toby's site. And do you want to give us a bit of a background on why you started this, Toby?
I wanted to try and make some money for like a vegan food bank that I found in sort of Worthing over this way. And I know that sort of vegan people like to buy clothing. So I thought all the profits go to vegan food bank.
Wow. And and the thing is, mate, though, I don't think you're doing too well because you haven't got the right kind of model on there. Now, I'm not available right
God, here
now.
we go.
Okay. You've only known me 59 minutes and you're already digging at me. What the hell? Go and join Vegan Mooncat in Blackpool with his silly wigs.
I could hear it coming. I was just about to ask about your models, actually, Toby. So, do you send these things out to models, or have they approached
No,
you? Or...
they're like AI, so you can do them on the website and
Oh
they put them
wow!
on
Okay.
themselves. But
Right. So
you'll
what
be
you
too
want?
expensive, granddad.
Listen, no, I can do a special deal. If you put in GVG is ace, right? I'll do it for 20% off.
Now it would be amazing to get some like vegan activists that are wearing obviously the stuff and
Well, why don't you do
put it
what
on.
Defender of Animals does, Daryl? And what he does is when he sends a T-shirt out to people, he says, "Can you do us an Instagram picture with it
Yeah.
on?" And do that. But yeah, so that's a really noble cause, mate. So you actually do vegan food banks for people.
Well, I give the profits go to a vegan food bank that's already up and running
Wow.
in Worthing. I think there's one in Brighton as well. So, but
That's so
yeah,
good, and I love some of the slogans. You know,
Yeah, they're
when
cool.
vegan because it's the right way to live. Yeah,
That was on one of the stickers you sent us, wasn't it? We handed
yeah.
those out. They went down really well.
I like this one. This is one of my favourites. I wish I'd have thought of this one when it decides to pop up.
I'm sure I can sort you a t-shirt out.
Veganism isn't just for January. Love it, love it. I
And
really
on the
like
back
that.
it says it's for life.
I like that one, the tie-dye one. It's for life. Yeah, I like it,
There was a few people walking around the vegan camp out last year wearing your, well, I guess it was your merch. It looked like it from afar. So,
Yeah, there was a couple of people.
yeah.
I mean, I did this one with Daryl on Defender of Animals, which is the vegan, but in sort of like
Oh, yeah.
the phonetic. So it's Victor Alpha, Defender of Animals, and on the back it says waging a war against animal abuse.
Oh, nice.
And it's like a bit, and I love this one. But my favourite T-shirt of all time, and we've talked about this before, Kay, is the "My Food Doesn't Scream."
Yes.
It's an amazing.
Stops you in your tracks, doesn't it? When you
it
see
does.
that one, yeah.
That is very short, very simple, and very, very sort of, yeah, it really gets a reaction,
Yeah.
especially from kids. Family 4 Explorers said they're ordering tonight.
Oh, thank you. It'll be out
So,
in
yeah.
a couple of days for you.
Oh,
The
my
sweets
word.
are just amazing.
So, guys, there's the businesses. Let's talk a little bit about the climate, the vegan sort of. There's adverts on TV now. The what was it? The Viva charity advert where they ordered food and they came to the door with a pig
With
and
the pig, yeah.
and a hatchet. It was like, wow. What are your thoughts on these now? Do you think it's powerful? Do you think it'll just make people think, oh, bloody vegans are on mainstream TV now, or it's got to affect somebody, hasn't it?
Yeah, I had a comment when I mentioned that advert to someone, and they were saying, "Oh, it seems to be everywhere now. You just hear about veganism all the time." But even now, when you put it into perspective, if you counted all the adverts in an ad break, the percentage is still, you hear the plant-based adverts, you hear the vegan adverts, but they're still very low in percentage. So it's obviously on people's radar to listen out for it and to be affected by it, to then moan about it. But it's, when you put it in the ratio, it's still not
I mean,
enough.
I suppose back in the 1950s, they got a bit fed up with the equal rights for black people in America. They think, oh, look at them now, they're all using our cafes. They're sitting downstairs on the buses. And,
Yeah.
oh, they're getting everywhere now. What's going on? They're sharing our beaches, So yeah, of course, we're going to infiltrate everywhere now, and that's the thing, and that's what we've got to do. But I was a little bit sort of devastated about the panorama thing, and I've had a chat with Roger Yates and Ronnie Lee about this, and we've got to be very, very careful nowadays about welfareism, because what's happening is welfareism is taking over as like a vegan thing now, and it's not. It's far from it. We're not about stopping the torture of animals. We're not about stopping, bad conditions. We're about stopping using animals full stop. And with people promoting, I mean, look what's happened to that farm. They were the most abusive farmers I've ever seen in my life. They were doing disgusting things, and people saying, "Oh, it's only a one-off," right? If this was just a one-off, okay, then they would have been shut down.
Yeah.
They would have been shut down. I think you said something similar, Toby, didn't you? If it's not a one-off, it's rampant throughout the whole farming industry, and that's the reason that they've just kicked them off Red Tractor, which is run by farmers. It's not run by an independent body, so it's basically run by farmers themselves.
Yeah, but even the RSPCA assured, you know, that's to ease people's conscience, isn't it? That things are being done humanely, and you know, all it makes people do is feel better about eating meat. So all the welfare is doing is, oh well, we've looked after these animals that then we've slaughtered. So it's just easing people's conscience. It just helps them to eat more meat effectively, really, doesn't it? So
Of course it does.
it's doing no good.
Helps them sleep at night, you know, and this is the thing. If we need to, you know, when I've talked about it before, when you came on at the very beginning, Kay, you said, yeah, I went vegan for health to start with, right? Not literally those words, but that's what we mean. In our heads, we've gone vegan, and it was for health. There's no denying that. But people once they're on there and they think they are vegan or they are vegan, but we need to.
But looking back, it wasn't vegan.
It wasn't.
I was still wearing non-vegan things and, you know, buying non-vegan products.
But what I'm trying to say is, but there's also another stage. Finally, they will go vegan, like you did, like Toby did, like I did. Finally, we will go vegan and understand it completely. But then we've got to get other vegans to tell us that it's not about welfareism. It's not about better conditions. It seems, in my head, and even now, anybody's head, right, okay, what we're going to do is we're going to stop electrocuting the pigs to help them sleep at night. We'll stop doing that now. And in our heads, we think, oh, that's a better thing. But it's not. It's not. So and this is the hard thing to get your head around. And I think a lot of I'm guilty of it. I think we're all guilty of it, to think in our heads, oh, it'd be better if they weren't abused as much. That would be better. That's a step forward. It isn't. Yeah. Again, it helps people sleep better at night. Just like free-range eggs.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, I used to live next to a farm when I lived in Derbyshire, and we used to know the cows that would then be sent off, and we would know they would come back as meat, and we would feel better about that somehow. You know, we would think, oh, we knew the cows had a great life, like that was supposed to, but we ate them. And now that's the thing that I wish I'd have opened my eyes sooner. I wish I'd have been vegan sooner. I loved those cows, but how could I love those cows and then eat them? So, you know, I think it's a thing every vegan has to live with, is the life before veganism, and what we all did before veganism.
What are your views, Tom?
Yeah, to help me kind of think that, that is a better step, I'll just take the animal out of the picture and then put in a human and think, is that any better? And it wouldn't be. So there's no moral trait difference between a pig and a human that would make it okay to farm them and kill them and chop them up for meat. So
exactly. I mean,
that's what I think.
It is a great comparison with certain things. I mean, we can't do it with everything because there is a sort of line, isn't there, where I mean, there's certain legalities in certain things with humans, whereas with animals we can do some horrible things to them, and it's a normal part of life. And whereas black slaves, rape, Holocaust, all this stuff is very human centric in people's eyes. So, but yeah, I think the message we should all be getting out there and should try and strive to do is to it's animal rights violations just by keeping them, just by having them under our ownership, even buying and selling horses as because we love our horses, we ride our horses, but we love them. It's not the most abusive thing in the world, but why would you want to ride a horse when we've got cars, trains, trams, planes, motorbikes, cycles? Yeah. There's no need to ride a horse anymore. It's pure status, you know.
Yeah, they're using animals for their own personal gains.
Enjoyment, yeah.
Yeah, it's abuse.
You know, it's not good for the horse. I mean, that's another way to do it as well, Toby. Rather than put it in human context, it's like just look at the animals in the wild. What would that animal rather be doing? A horse would be rather not walking on concrete and tarmac roads. It would rather be on grass with no need for horseshoes. You know, nobody on the back. That's what the horse would be doing. The pig would be happy in a forest, snuffling around in the mud, in the right. You know, it's like that video I did with the pigs in the Bahamas, the swimming pigs. They've turned something, and they've even attached the story of pirates and the ship sunk and the pigs swam to safety, and this whole sort of. It's become a sort of urban myth when in reality it was the farmers couldn't stand the smell, so they put them on the island, and every now and again they go and throw food at them. The pigs realise when the boat come, if they got there quicker, they got most food, so they learn to swim damn quick, you know. And it's like nothing is what it seems. You've got photograph with the monkey, photograph with the snake, and nobody thinks, well, what's happening to this animal when they're not out having the photographs taken with the tourist.
It's all the things that are so normal in society, isn't it? You know, zoos. I used to absolutely love going to zoos, and you know, I did an animal behaviourist course and all these things, and I just think you just see it, and we're all told the myths, aren't we, that zoos are there to kind of breed endangered creatures and for animal welfare, and they're great for researching best habitats for animals, but really they're just kind of just prisons that people pay to go and see these animals at. So it completely changes your whole mindset about everything when you're truly vegan, you know.
I mean, do you remember that one on TikTok, Toby, about the crows?
Which one?
I know there's so many. There's one about crows, Kay, and what they've done is they've trained crows, right, wild crows, to pick up the fag butts, to pick up cigarette butts in return for food, right?
Oh God, okay.
So I devil's advocated it and put out there. I said, "This is what's happening. Show the video. Is this abuse?" And the amount of people, even my son, started talking to me on thingy about it. First time he's had a conversation without us telling each other to F off.
Nice.
And he said, "Why is it exploitation?" I said, "Well," he says, "they're getting food, they're getting paid." I said, "Yeah, but there's no contract being written. They're not being told, okay, if you pick up this, we'll give you X amount of food." And says, and what happens when they decide they don't need the crows to pick up the cigarette butts anymore? Those crows will then be reliant on humans for food. Who's going to feed them? You know, we're using psychology on an animal, a behavioural psychology on an animal, to do what we want, to do our bidding. So it's exploitation. Because I compared it to chimney sweeps in the 1800s. We used to coerce kids into climbing up chimneys because they were smaller. 3 and 4 year olds used to climb up and down chimneys in the 1800s. And that wasn't right. Cotton mills here in Manchester. You started when you were 4 years old in Manchester. A lot got hurt and killed. You know, that was exploitative because kids don't know any better. You can't explain that what they're doing is long hours and low pay and it's not fair, and you know. So it's very similar. So there's lots of it out there, and people don't realise until they open their eyes, and then it's like you're in a whole world of shit sometimes. It's like my visits to the seaside. It's like it's ruined now. Ruined.
Yeah.
What's Family Flora Explorer saying? Our kids are the only vegans in a small rural school. It is rural where they are as well. One friend who used to refer to cows as beef in the field is now choosing the vegan option on the menu at school and won't eat her meat. Yes, results!
Wow.
Results.
Amazing.
Love it. She looked up the word meat and was shocked. The definition was flesh of an animal. She asked my daughter if it was true.
Oh, amazing.
This is
that ripple effect.
Another thing, we need to change that word that they all use all over and over again. Meat. It's not. It's the flesh of an animal, and they can't even say that when you're talking to them on TikTok or whatever. They always refer it to meat or my meat. And it's like, no, it's the flesh of a dead animal.
Yeah,
I mean,
it was someone.
We could go even deeper though, couldn't we? We could say it's flesh, sinew, veins, and muscle. That's what we could say, because a lot of cuts of beef are actually muscles, certain muscles in the body, you know. So it's like, so we could go even deeper with it if people want to be sort of really like that, you know. Because they talk about us using milk. You notice most of the milks in the supermarkets now are not called milk anymore. They're called drink, and nuts. What do they call it? I've not seen any called milk lately.
Are we not calling it Clem now?
It's drink. What, Clem? we should
There's a thing on Vegan Mookat's stream calling it Clem.
Milk backwards. Clem. Clem. We should do
Clever.
that. We should do that. So yeah, it's nice to see that people, young kids that are. I mean, this is what we need to do: is get young people hooked up to this. In the Netherlands, we use the word flesh for meat. Doesn't seem to help people make the connection, though. Yeah, that's the point.
It's a shame.
That's the point. Yeah, it doesn't. I mean, it's nice to use that, though. I think what Toby is saying, Leon, is that they like to correct us on a lot of things. You know, it's not a burger if it's vegan. It's not a burger. It's not a sausage if it's not got pork in it. So we like to turn it around on them. So it's not really to turn people vegan. It's more to sort of snap back at people who are just coming up with nonsense, because unfortunately when you're a face of veganism, I don't know whether you get anything like that, Kay. I know Toby does because he just asked for it, but what's this? Clim for the win. Clim for the win. Do you get any sort of trolling, or have you not got that far yet?
Not online. We do in person sometimes. So when we do our pop-ups, when we do our markets, we were at the Festival of Thrift, which is like a huge event up here. So 50,000 people attend the Festival of Thrift. And there were people walking past. This is an eco event. This is people really believing they're eco. And there were people going, "Oh, vegan, no, that's going to taste horrible." Or you could literally see people like turning the nose. "Oh no, why would you want to like have vegan?" And this is an eco event, so I went home. It was a 2-day event, and I went home quite like, I was absolutely buzzing because we were so busy. I had one pee break the whole day. We were that busy. But to hear those kind of comments, they do stick. I don't think I've got a thick skin for it yet, because we haven't come up against that much, but we do hear it.
Yeah, I don't think you will, because you're not putting yourself sort of out there as in the same way that I am, or that Toby is. We're not
ruffling so many feathers, so to speak.
No, but you do need to ruffle feathers. I'm not saying you don't need to ruffle feathers. Katrina, she's joined my channel, so people, there is an option to join the channel and help me if you wish. Over these next 12 months, there's going to be all sorts going on. Oh, hi there, I'm late for some weird reason. I'll give you a recap now. So if you slow that down, you'll have got everything that we've talked about today.
You missed the bit where you were stuffing chocolate in your face.
Dan. Oh, yeah, okay. No problem.
If you could just speed that up a bit, Cookie Monster.
Okay, sorted. Better late than never, Katya.
And you're here when the sugar's kicked in anyway, so you've come at a good time.
Oh, amazing. It still is amazing. So, Katya, let's do a little recap. So, Sugarnoms is an online vegan sweet shop. You can shop in confidence. You can just sit there and you can go, I want one of them, 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 one of them. Don't have to check the ingredients list. Everything is guaranteed to be vegan. So just get ordering. You can put GVG, what was it again?
Noms.
GVG Noms to get 20% off. All capitals. I keep turning my caps lock off. Oh, God, I'm such a idiot sometimes, mate. It's too much sugar. I'm rushing like hell here. GVG Noms. Go on to, you see this thing going across the bottom, Instagram, Sugarnoms UK. Go on there. That's Kay's Instagram page. The link to The website is in her bio, but I will again put it into the chat. And yeah, and get ordering. 20% off. If you order like £100 worth, it's like you save 20 quid. Whoa, yeah.
It's a lot of
ordering.
sweets.
It's not a lot of sweets really. It's not when you think about it. It's like it's only probably about 3/4 of a ton, which you could probably get through in a month quite easily with kids about.
Yeah. I
Watch
feel like I'm a total feeder as well with things. So like lots of people get little treats in their parcels, and when we get to know you, when we get to know what you like, we kind of go, oh, here's something that you might really like, or here's something we don't think you've tried before. We like that kind of really personal. This is why we do it. We're not in it to be millionaires. I'm a
This
proper
is sounding
feeder.
more and more like drug dealing every minute.
It is a gateway.
Hey,
It's a gateway.
it's a
isn't it?
gateway to
To
like
veganism.
Yeah, it is. So we definitely need more vegan businesses. My child in the sleepovers phase. All right, so there you go. So you can't do better. I mean, look at this, Katya. Do you send these through the door one? Is this what comes through the door?
That one, it'll be you get 450 grams in the ones that go through the door. That's just under a kilo. That one.
So that's double of what you get through. So you can get these delivered through the door. So you don't even have to be in when the box. But
they just pop through.
because I'm greedy, I decided to get a massive box full. So, and the t-shirts, Toby. What are you sending out with the Sugarnoms? Are they stickers? What are you sending out with?
Yeah, I sent out some stickers.
I've got stickers. Well, these are the old ones because I kept a few for me, but most of them did go out. So we had those
Vegan
ones
because
went
it's
out,
the right way to live. Animals are friends, not food.
and then
you'll get these two.
Yeah, I love that one.
Yeah, I like that one.
And then
Be a nice tattoo, that. Vegan soldier, I stand against all forms of oppression. Nice, mate. Do you know what you should do, Toby? You should do like Angry Chickpea do, and do the 50% off, scan this barcode stickers. And when you scan it, you go straight to Dominion. And I stuck them all over the eggs in supermarkets.
nice.
Yeah.
See, I'd heard
really
a think
cool.
about that though, that because people were sticking them on meat, weren't they? And then when the supermarket was cutting in, they were just getting rid of the meat. So it's a divisive thing, isn't it? If you stick it maybe on the where it's not
On the
going
shelf.
to be on the shelf edge rather than on the product.
Yeah. So, well, maybe we could stick it on the shelf next to the price, and people can scan that. Then,
Or on, if you're standing at a bus shelter and there's a McDonald's advert behind you, stick it on the McDonald's thing. Scan this to get 50% off your next McDonald's. That'd be fantastic.
Auntie Ruth, I love my vegan army t-shirt and mug. I hope you didn't get a mug off Vegan Mooncat because you'll just burn your legs. You just get like hot coffee all over your knees if you get one of them. Really cheap, nasty stuff. The Vegan Mooncat, hello mate. Yesterday, what an accomplishment day at work. I could not put one leg in front of the other at the end of the day. So you've been working. She works really hard, Katya. Katya's a cancer survivor as well, so she's done really well.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah. Well, this is a good rehabilitation thing. It's like just eating like loads of bonbons and stuff like that. But I'm not going to put them in my mouth at the moment because I won't be able to eat. Anything you want to add, Toby, to what you're doing in the future with the t-shirt business? Have you got any new logos? Can we suggest logos to you?
Yeah, I'm open for any help really. I do it just on any spare time. I just think of things. I put things together. But yeah, any suggestions?
Are you still doing your personalisation as well? Because you did us some mugs, didn't you? With we had Sugarnoms and the Vegan Snacktivist on stuff.
Yep.
Oh, cool! So people can do that. They can. So how would that somebody in the chat now sort of say, "Oh, I've got an idea for a t-shirt." Yeah, fuck farmers. How would they send that to you?
If they get in contact on Instagram.
Hang on, let me get you on Instagram. Are you Vegan Army on Instagram?
It's vegan.soldier. Vegan_soldier.
Is it underscore or dot?
I don't know.
I put Slodier. because I'm sore off my face on sugar.
You'll be shaking away.
Vegan got you, vegan soldier.
Yeah.
So let's come on.
Or vegan gosling. That's my sort of foodie Instagram.
Yeah. Your foodie one makes me hungry. Mind you, all the foodie ones I follow make me hungry.
So if you go on that, folks, vegan, it is .soldier.
Yeah, .soldier underscore, isn't it?
So we'll put it on there. Yeah. So
I didn't realise you'd mentioned us on there, Toby. Thank you.
I've literally just put it in.
Oh, thank you.
Where we're looking at here.
You just messaged me on there.
Just message on here. Vegan. I like that veganism just for January. Buy one get one free. Lovely.
Yeah, the mugs. The mugs. My dad does them for me, so they're not on the website. So you have to message me directly, and then we can get a mug out.
Oh, that'd be cool. I'll buy a mug off you as long as it's not got any holes in the bottom. Just can you make sure?
I put a massive hole in the bottom.
You'd have to call yourself something like Sergeant Grumpy or
We do.
Captain Grumpy. Yes.
We do special bottomless mugs for Grumpy.
Oh dear, it's great, isn't it? It's great. So, tell us what's happening over the next couple of months. Okay, are you going to camp out?
Yes, we are. We're not trading. We go as it's our holiday, so I can't wait. So last year we basically spent most of our time queuing for food, but we managed to try most things. So we're going again. What we want to do though this year is try and arrange like a little meetup where we can kind of all get together in person, or like the Instagram crowd, all our little tribe. So it'd be really great to see people, literally in person. So yeah, definitely if you want to send us a message, we'll sort something out.
I've been listening in but couldn't respond until now. I have a need for sweets.
Oh,
you're all the way in the Netherlands as well, but at least you can get space cake, Joy, But what a shame. And I've got all these sweets and no one to share them with. Oh, what am I gonna do?
Hard life.
It is. Well, that's 1.5 hours we've been chatting away now. I told you it goes bloody quick.
Yeah.
Any more questions about the T-shirts, about the sweets, about Kay's life, about Toby's life? When did you go vegan, Toby, by the way?
It was 2 years ago in 10th of Feb.
Right.
Around the same time as well.
Are you family vegan as well?
Yeah.
They are. So who did you make them go vegan?
No, I didn't force them.
Who went vegan first then?
Me.
Right, because it's funny because Family 4, Major Grumpy, Family 4 Explorer, it was their son who prompted them to go vegan. So you went vegan, and then how did you get your rest of your family? I mean, obviously your younger kids, they eat what they're given. Food is just food. Food is a delivery system for nutrients. That's all it is. So it doesn't really matter. We know this. But what about the missus?
She was fine. She wasn't a huge meat lover. If we go out to a restaurant or whatever, she'd always order the vegetarian option. So I came home after watching Game Changers and said we need to go plant-based. And then I think a week later, I watched The Land of Hope and Glory, bawling my eyes out at work, just watching it.
Yeah.
And then come home and said, no, vegan. We need to go vegan. And that was it. She was like, yeah, fine.
Wow,
Amazing.
you're so lucky. You are so lucky, Mum. Yeah. It's nice when that happens because it's like your family are the worst. You really are the worst to try and convince. It's really hard. I mean, if I said no more meat in the house and everything, I'd probably get smothered in my sleep off my family or something like that. But I am sort of working on them. I never let up. I never stop saying stuff like, you know, do you really want that? Why don't you share some of this? Why don't you share some of that? But
Yeah.
anyway, looking for the winning formula. Come on, Mrs. Danny, please go vegan. Yeah, well, we're trying, mate. We really are. But
It's all about planting seeds, though, isn't it? You never.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody goes vegan like straight away.
yeah, but Toby, I've
There's
been
always
vegan
seeds.
5 years, man.
There's always seeds. Like
This is-
I
September will be year 6 for me.
Yeah, I saw your program you did. I don't know what it was, but it was in Wales.
Veganville.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I saw that. Didn't think anything of it. I thought obviously veganism, blah blah blah. But then within, I think, a couple of months before I went vegan, Seba we were eating fish and chips, and we just bought him a goldfish,
Yeah.
and he was crying at the dinner table. And we were like, what are you crying for? And he's like, I don't want to eat my fish. I don't want to eat my fish. And I was like, oh my God, like he thinks we're eating this fish. And we were like, you're not eating your fish, you're eating other fish in the sea. So it all plants seeds in your head, and then you watch something else, and you go down that route. So yeah,
I'm laughing because it's just that's it, innit? It's so ridiculous. It's like
when you think about it,
you're not eating your fish, but you're eating
a fish,
some other fish's family.
Yeah.
And it's like you know, you're eating someone's son, maybe. Yeah, it's it's just so.
Yeah,
So
I think it
odd
must be
job.
really difficult as well when you've got, because me and Mark haven't got children. We've made the decision not to have kids, and I can't even begin to imagine how difficult it is for people that are kind of raising vegan kids in a non-vegan world. You know, having to have all those conversations with other people. You know, it must be really difficult.
I mean, it's hard enough for kids anyway growing up without having the right. I'm going to say this in a not PC way, right? But as well as having to grow up in a world of competition and bullying and all this, to have the added burden of being vegan as well.
Yeah,
We all understand what I'm talking about.
yeah,
But yeah, to have that added burden it takes a tough kid to stand up. But all the more to them for that as well, because it is. And this is why I will never ever say no to McDonald's and KFC and Greg's and Burger King, because it's inclusive of those kids. Then yes, they are the fucking disgusting, horrible, animal abusing people. They are, but it's helping our cause.
Yeah, it's
helping
the way
that
in, isn't it?
convenience clause. It is, and we were all agreed that we've got to be pragmatic. The world doesn't work like that. It doesn't work where people suddenly go vegan. People do go vegan overnight. But
I think there's seeds been planted down the line. So even they I did like maybe a week overnight going vegan, but there were seeds planted months, even years down the line, where your morals are slightly getting tweaked until you go, I can't physically keep eating animals.
My kid has hit late teens and isn't vegan anymore. Oh no.
yeah.
But I get it. Life is flipping tough. Peer pressure. I just got to ride the wave. Wow, that's so tough. And again, it's fitting in with your peers. Your microphone's squeaking a little bit there, Toby. I don't know if you want to pull it away from your body or anything. It's really tough, and I suppose she wants to fit in, and you've got to think about mental health as well. I mean, what's the psychology on it, Kay, on that? What would you say would drive someone who's in the head a compassionate person and is doing something for compassionate reasons, but has literally gone back to abusing animals because of peer pressure? Is that a thing, or is it? What does it show about the person? You know?
Yeah, I kind of wonder what's going on, you know, on the inside, that internal conflict, because we all feel it, don't we? You know, that internal conflict between what feels right and then what we have to do to fit in. And we've all been through that. Yeah. And we've just got to hope that it is maybe through peer pressure, and they will, you know, when they get maybe away from that bunch of friends, or they you know, again, like you're saying about, you know, when all the kids end up down at McDonald's, if they're the only, you know, kid to be ordering a McPlant, are they going to want to do that in front of all their friends? It's standing out, it's being different, and people don't like that. People like familiar, and they like to kind of get along. So
Especially
it's
in that
difficult.
12 to 18 age group, it's
Yeah.
you're finding your feet, and there's a lot going on. You're hitting puberty, there's shit happening to your body. Some people don't feel confident about the looks, so they try and overcompensate in other ways by just like being the funny one, or being the mad one, or being, doing stuff, doing stunts, and trying to impress. And the last thing they would want to do was like to be sat outside a McDonald's because there's nothing in there for them to eat. And
Yeah.
no, I can't. There's nothing I can eat, and just sit there like some weirdo without any food in front of them. And
Yeah.
there's a lot to it.
It's
There's a
just
lot
why
to
it's
it.
so important that it does become more normalized.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
walk around with pride in the supermarket that our basket is full of vegan alternatives. We don't shy away from having those conversations with people. That we're making it, and it's literally next to the stuff on the other aisle. There's those Richmond sausages now. You can't tell the difference. I fed them to meat eaters, and they thought I was back eating meat myself. So it's just, I guess it's just finding ways to feel like it's normal in a when it's not normal world.
I've got some comments here actually. Katia says the vegan mooncat. The issue is that we can hardly control what is happening outside, out of homes, out of sight. Yes, because we don't know what our teens are doing out there, and we can't police them. We shouldn't police them. Obviously, if they're going out taking drugs or getting in trouble with the police, yes, fair enough. But yeah, I mean, as far as that's concerned, you've just got to trust them. But I think it's all about not programming. That's a really bad word to use.
The information, isn't it? Giving them the information.
Emphasizing, they're giving them the truth. I think it's reply to this. If my kids start eating animals, they are dead to me. We know that's not true, Mark. We know that's not true. That's exactly how I heard it in my head with pom-poms. I think I'm missing half a conversation here. Let's have a look. My friend who is a McDonald's addict now only orders the McPlant. That's really cool.
Amazing.
Why have they decided to do that, Mark? Let us know. Teens tend to rebel against their parents and authority figures. Yeah, because I think my son uses it as a rebellious thing. Because when I ask him, this is what happens when your son's too like yourself, right? When I said to him, do you want to try some of this vegan food I'm making tonight, son? He always goes in this voice. He always goes, no, not tonight, father. In a posh voice like that. Because he knows, number one, the posh voice winds me up. And he knows, number two, that refusing my vegan food really winds me up as well. So I do think it is.
But it's interesting that he can't say it in his own voice. Maybe that's the counsellor head that he's disowning that part of him, isn't he? To say no, to refuse that. So there's something there.
Thank you for that, Kay. Yeah, I'll work on it. I mean, you need to have a behind-the-scenes chat about this. With peer pressure, as said, or the need to belong, incidentally, the kids can pick food that is non-vegan, And I wouldn't... I mean, let's say I brought my son up vegan now, and he come home one day, he said, Dad, I've had some meat. I'm sorry. I wouldn't sort of go ape on him or whatever. What can you do? It's like... There's nothing you can do apart from say, well, don't bring any meat into this house. It's a no-go area. Unfortunately, my fridge is full of dead bodies and everything. So, empower them with knowledge. Exactly. But the problem we've got at the moment is we've left it too late with a lot of the kids, and most of them are conditioned into that way of thinking. So it's a case of reversing. We've seen these religious cults that have been brainwashed into believing that the leader is the Messiah. And I was watching something on Netflix about the Waco siege, where they all committed mass suicide, and it's very powerful. The power of conditioning and brainwashing is a very, very powerful tool, and people underestimate how powerful that is. So
I feel like places like Pigs in the Wood. Have you heard of that sanctuary for pigs?
I'm very good friends with Jackie from Pigs in the Wood. Yeah,
we are dying to go. We've been waiting for all the pandemic to finish and actually go.
You can go. I'll tell you what. We'll meet up though. We'll make a day of it.
That would
If
be
you let me
amazing.
know when you're going, I'll meet you there, and we'll film it.
Yeah, and I feel like places like that, farm animal sanctuaries, are places to empower kids. You know, rather than take them to a petting zoo or a farm that's going to ultimately send those animals to slaughter, actually saying, you know, so kids can bond with these animals and make the connection themselves. You know, when you're talking about sheep and pigs and things.
Here's the thing, Kay, right, and Toby, what do you guys think of this? I will sit and watch Dominion with the kids when they're a bit older, just so they can see for themselves why they're doing it. They have seen bits, but no doubt will need a visual reminder. Why? Why not show them now? Why wait till they're older? What are you scared of? You know, it's not going to traumatise them. It's you know, what do you think, guys? I mean, I think they're about 11 and 8.
I would say, I mean,
Ask them.
yeah, it's autonomy, isn't it? You know, I think if you're forced to do anything, or if you sat down and say you
I
will
don't
watch
mean
this,
force. I don't mean force, but I mean allow them to watch it.
allow them, yeah.
Yeah. Allow them
But
to watch
I mean,
it.
I genuinely really feel haunted by some of the stuff I've watched, whether that's just flicking through Instagram or, and you know, I wish that wasn't going on in the world that we then witness it. But it genuinely, I went through a stage where it really did keep me up at night, you know, hearing those screams of slaughterhouses and things like that. So I would, for me, I don't know how I would feel about children being hearing those noises. It does live in your head for a long time, doesn't it? So
It does, definitely. Especially when you sit outside tulip meets and hear the pigs screaming before they go in
yeah,
the slaughterhouse. That is just like, oh my god, it's the worst in the world. My son isn't vegan. Oh, the vegan vlogger. She's got a great Instagram page
I'm
all
gonna have to
about
give her a follow.
vegan makeup. She's
Oh, fantastic.
listens to what he's taught at college, meat, protein, etc. drives me nuts. Let's see if we can get vegan vlogger up on.
Get him to watch
Insta.
Game Changers.
Yeah, Game Changers is a good one, and
Especially
Carnage
for-
as well. I love Carnage.
Yeah,
'Cause
Carnage.
It's just so, it's just kind of poking fun at things, isn't it? That I love that cheese support group. Have you seen that bit?
Yeah.
I need to go to that cheese support group. I really do.
They just mention cheese names. Like,
So this is the
oh,
vegan
I'm
vlogger.
just gonna follow the vegan one.
And look at all this vegan makeup she puts on. She looks amazing.
On
Aw.
TikTok as well.
See, I love
And
these
TikTok as well.
connections.
Yeah, she puts lots of like stuff on there.
There she is.
Great source of information. Great.
Oh,
source
she was
of
following us. I followed you back. Thank you.
Yeah, some amazing makeup there. Look at that. It's just looks stunning.
Yeah.
And there's going to be no difference between that and stuff that's been rammed into rabbits' eyes and
Yeah.
beagles and oh god, it's terrible. For its sake of just like looking slightly better than you did before with a bit of slap on. It's just like, I'm not saying yours is vegan vlogger though. Don't get me wrong. I nearly dug a big hole for myself then.
Keep digging.
Leon Crew, Bite-Sized Vegan, made a couple of videos explaining the animal industry in a way that's suited for kids. Yeah, but I mean,
And Earthling Ed, he goes into schools, doesn't he? And there's the vegan camp out did have a kids tent last year. We supplied the sweets to them, and they were fantastic. There was Zactivist there, and all in a kid friendly way, in such a nurturing environment. It was just fantastic to see. They were all
Yeah.
just having fun together, and for vegan kids to get together with other vegan kids, when, you know, like you were saying earlier, that the only kid in a rural school, to be just making friends with other vegan kids, it's fantastic.
I was there when the activist was talking.
Oh, we probably
Yeah.
crossed paths then, to be honest.
I spent we wandered around all day in the rain, me and him, chatting.
Oh, amazing.
A while ago, Bella was pressured into taking a bite from a bacon roll. I sat and watched Earthlings with her, and I am confident it won't happen again anytime soon. She won't eat anything without checking. Yeah, well, I've done it. I've eaten a sausage roll, a steak bake. I pulled it out of the packet upside down and didn't see the crisscross pattern on it, and I started chewing through it till I started getting bits of sinew and all sorts stuck in my teeth. Oh man, it was just a nightmare. This is Ruth again. My teen has seen all the footage. The problem is most of this generation don't want to even live themselves, so why would they care about others? Oh, that's really down, that. Yeah. Wow. Michael Slack, hello there. In the process of setting up my own business, and Pigs in the Wood is the chosen charity. Oh, brilliant, mate.
Fantastic.
You've got a link to it. Put it on now, and I'll put it up on the screen, Michael. What's the business about? You know, if it's sweet, stay away because we're not having a sweet war. We're not having a sweet war. No, they can watch now. Yeah, we see it on our doorstep, and they're so strong and passionate. Yeah, because you've got a dairy right next door to you guys, haven't you? So
God, yeah.
I grew up on a dairy farm.
Yeah, that's right. You did, didn't you, Toby?
Yeah.
Wow.
The funny thing is, I didn't see any like calves on the dairy farm,
It's weird, isn't it?
and I grew up thinking that cows just produce milk.
Yeah, so many, even adults.
Even growing
still
up
believe that.
on a dairy farm,
Yeah.
it's mad.
We used to visit an ice cream parlour in Derbyshire, and they had the calves in sort of separate pens, veal calves, and we were allowed to go in and stroke these calves. And it's just, now you look back, it's just so wrong, isn't it?
It is. I've always wanted to go on those family farms and start shouting out, "Where's all your male calves?
Yeah.
Where's all your male calves? How do you get them pregnant?" And I thought, nah, you don't want a middle-aged bloke shouting that out when there's loads of kids about. But yeah, I'd love to do that. Apparently, it's a tea war. Michael Slack is doing t-shirts, so it's a case
brilliant.
of
Lots of room for t-shirts.
who's got the best logos. That's what it's all about. Well, throw it up,
See, this is
Michael.
the thing. It's not about competition for me. It's about collaboration. And the more we can collaborate and the more we can support each other. I mean, we support other vegan confectioners. We collaborate because there's room for everyone, for a start. There's more vegans that we create or help to create are going to create a bigger marketplace. And it just makes so much sense to support each other. We have enough kind of animosity against us in the world, you know. Here he goes again. What have you had now?
A strawberry. Keep talking. Oh, it makes my mouth water. I dribble.
Yeah, the more t-shirts, the better. The more like people are looking at things saying, "Don't eat animals," whatever. Then better.
I want some hats, baseball caps with some cool logos on. So, the first one of you two to do one of them, I will buy it.
Those vegan guys do a few cool things as well, don't they? Their t-shirt, "Don't ask Karen, she's not even vegan."
Yeah, that's right.
Love it.
Had someone arguing for ethical vegetarianism a while ago. I asked him where he took the cars. Never got an answer. No, they won't, because he can't answer. But, oh God, I can't talk. Talk to me.
We're going to make a really good point there as well.
Yeah, there's no such thing as an ethical vegetarian.
Right. Let me run this past you, right? On Tuesday, I'm going to Manchester Pig Save to a vigil. I go as much as I can. What Aaron's trying to do, who runs Manchester Pig Save, a good friend of mine, is he's trying to incorporate people from the Manchester community. We're trying to get all of Manchester to sort of come together. So we had Harry Krishnas, who did a festival of light there. We've had Mobius Loop play there outside the gates. We've had Indians come over there with some Indian dancing. And next Tuesday, we've got the CEO of the Manchester Vegetarian Society coming to a vigil who's vegan.
Wow.
The CEO...
What?
Yeah. It's like, what? So, what's your first thought, Toby? Because it blew my mind. Because you know what went through my mind, right? Churchill running the Nazi party.
Yeah, but isn't the CEO of Greg's vegan?
Yeah, I was just about to say that, Toby.
So I think
Only recently, though.
Yeah.
No, but that's not a comparison.
It's a company,
though.
isn't it? No, I'm just saying.
Yeah, it's just so I've got so many questions.
Yeah,
My
pick
brain
his brains.
Yeah, so
How long ago, Drake, has he been vegan for years? Has he always been?
Don't know.
Maybe he's turned vegan while he was in the job.
Yeah, exactly. Like a lot of vegetarians do, but it's the vegetarians that get stuck at vegetarianism, isn't it? That are part of the issue. I think if he's gone vegan after being vegetarian, then maybe he'll see a way because I didn't. I was still eating meat and then went straight to vegan. So maybe he'll see a way that vegetarians are then kind of warmed up to veganism. You know,
Wow.
Stepping
there's hope
stone.
there, isn't
So
there?
I've got, but he's got access to 10,000 vegetarians.
Yeah, this is it.
So he's going to come there. He's going to listen to the pig scream. He's going to see the pigs in the wagons. But he's vegan anyway, so hopefully he'll bring some. But I've got so many questions to ask him and say, why are you running a vegetarian society? Are you restricted from preaching veganism to the vegetarian society? What is vegetarianism anyway? Is it a diet or is it an ethical? I've got so many questions.
Take all the followers to a dairy farm. And...
But I mean, vegetarianism is supposedly, Toby, a diet where people don't like the taste of meat, but some people do believe it's ethical and Level Joy. I remember being so stoked there was vegan candy at my store, only to find out later it had beeswax in it.
Beeswax is the thing, you know, like most vegans are kind of like, it's that ongoing meme, isn't it, that there's like milk, tiny letters on a celery stick. It's the same with beeswax in sweets, so that is our biggest thing. And shellac, that's a
beetle, isn't it?
A crushed beetle wings. So beeswax and shellac are the bane of our life when we try and find new sweets.
And Level Joy, you know, is a YouTuber. And
amazing voice.
She's a good singer. She's a great singer. I won't say she's a good singer. She's a great singer, and she's also a bee expert. She's been doing a lot of work on bees on a channel, and all about the different kinds of bees, bumblebees, where they are, what happens. So please, people, if you've got 5-10 minutes spare, whip over, go and subscribe to Level Joy right now. You won't be disappointed because there's some great information.
And that's the other thing, isn't it, about beeswax? Because a lot of the arguments we get about, well, why are you so anti-beeswax is like, well, nothing's being harmed to get the beeswax. But when we talk about then it opens up the exploitation, I guess, discussion. But we do get a lot of comments about when we say this doesn't contain beeswax, because we think that's a really great selling point.
Yeah.
People come back to us, you know, in our comments and sort of say, oh, well, why should we be bothered about that? So it opens up discussion for sure. Yeah,
because people don't see insects as they just see them as like a thing. There's no value to them when they sort of like, if they go, we're all gone. So let's put it that way. Yeah. Churchill did say some pretty anti-Semitic things. Yeah, I know he did. I saw a lot of people through history, but that wasn't the point of that. It was just like somebody who's in charge of a vegetarian society who's vegan. He's just like, it's just a really strange setup. So I don't know how that works. I only went once and it was brilliant. How this other event on the day was brought out the neighbours. Oh yes, to the pig save. Yeah, because when we did the concert with Mobius Loop, the neighbours came out and all joined us, and we all had conversations with them. So we're doing another one this year, and we're going to try and make it bigger. We're going to try and get more bands on. We've asked Mobius Loop to come. So if you can get up, Toby.
Imagine a festival outside of
outside a
pig slaughter. That'd be amazing. Yeah. Well, obviously not amazing, but
it is amazing because
it would be a talking point.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
do you get how much like publicity you'll get for that?
Well, we did it with Mobius Loop last year. You know that, don't you? So, but we wasn't sure that they were going to turn up. In our own minds, we were a bit paranoid about us advertising it too much in case. Because they're a bit hit and miss, Mobius Loop, because they travel all around and anything could happen. They could break down. They could find another gig nearby, and we just wasn't sure whether they'd make it or not. So we didn't really sort of push it as much as we should. But it was an amazing thing to have such a positive thing outside such a negative, disgusting place as a backdrop, and it really does sort of bring things into perspective and brings a positive energy to that negative energy. It really worked. And same with the Diwali. That was amazing. It was like all those candles and lights, and that's the kind of festival that's needed. Yeah, it is. I should mention I'm no expert. I'm simply entomology enthusiast. Yeah, I know that. I didn't mean to say you're an expert on bees. I hope David Attenborough doesn't start sort of texting you and asking you for advice on certain things, on hornets or something.
But
She's
it's
not
the
an expert,
passion
but what
that's
I'm saying,
important, isn't it?
she's done a lot of research. Let's put it
Yeah.
that way. She's done a lot of research, and she explains it really well on her channel. So it's worth looking at her channel if you're not sure about the bee question. When people say, well, why is honey not vegan? Why is
Yeah,
beeswax not vegan? Etc. etc. Right. Well, listen. That's nearly 2 hours.
Wow.
So I'm going to start shutting this down now, people. So if there's any more comments or any more questions for either Toby or for Kay, or any questions on t-shirts or sweets, or I think we've answered all the questions on the sweets because they're all just like amazing.
Delicious.
I just like, all I want to do now is make a cup of tea and like, oh my, look.
You just need a new mug, don't you?
I just need a new mug to go.
Could have had them like hand in hand.
Oh, look at that. I've just
Oh
got,
my god.
what I'm going to do is I'm going to get naked and I'm going to roll
Christmas.
around in that, like you know, like on the beginning of a movie. It's just like all these sweets raining down on me. It's
Yeah.
I can't wait to get into that.
Thanks for the image.
You're welcome. You'll never get out of your head either.
Just adding to it now.
Hang on a minute, I can do even better than that.
It's just replaced another one. So been haunted with that instead.
I can do it like that. Come and get my jelly sweets.
creating a new niche. It's just like
Yeah,
only
thankfully that's
sweets.
not the marketing campaign we were after, but
I'm sorry, Kay. I'm sorry, I know.
no.
Smash the like, people. Please smash the likes. Dan, if you got OnlyFans, I have money burning all in my pocket.
He's got only sweets instead.
Just come and see my O's on OnlyFans. I will stretch those O's for you, Mooncat. Oh! Any more questions? Great stream, thank you so much. I know we're being a bit daft now, but I think it's the sugar. Only dance, yeah, I like it. Right, Toby, any last words for the people out there?
Go vegan. It's the only thing really.
Go vegan, correct, mate. Yeah, thanks for that, buddy. I shall see you soon on another stream.
Yeah.
I'll let you know. Are you going to camp out this year?
Yeah, probably.
Right. I'm going to think of a really cool logo for a t-shirt and I'll send it to you as soon as.
Yeah, let us know. I'll get a mug out to you, especially with loads of holes in it.
No holes. I've already got one of them.
Oh, I thought you want more holes.
Oh, no. No, I want less holes. I want the opposite to Mooncat's mug.
Ah, okay.
No, it's not my cack ring. Eat sweets. Right, listen, thank you, Toby.
You're welcome.
I'll speak to you very soon. Thanks a lot, buddy. Thanks for coming on.
You're welcome. Cheers. See ya.
Thanks, Toby.
So, oh God,
Puds are
The sugar
good.
rush.
Yeah.
Just eating about 20 pud sweets. All them. What flavours have I got there now? I've got some great flavours. Toby just popped back up onto the thingy. Right, Kay.
Yeah.
So let's recap. So we've got 600 different sweets. We've got homemade chocolate that you make with your own fine hands, homemade. Everything is vegan. There's no need to read the label when you get it, even if it's a habit. Just rip open those sweets and shove them down your throat. You're going to be appearing. Are you going to get a stall at Vegan Camp Out this year?
Not a stall. We're going to be going. So if anyone wants to come and say hi, and we'll be arranging some kind of little meet-up.
Can you not get one of those push-along carts? Why don't you get one of them?
Because we want to enjoy it. We don't want to be chained to a stall all weekend. We want to go and eat all the food. And...
I'll sell them for you.
No, we'll probably donate some to the kids' tent again, because I think that's quite close to our heart. It's all plastic free as well, don't forget. So everything you've got there is all of our own stuff is plastic free as well. I know that's
So you
really
plant
important.
trees. You can pay extra for carbon neutral delivery, which is pennies.
Yeah,
It's
you can
absolute
offset your
pennies.
carbon as well at checkout, so that's another option to
Offset
pay
carbon.
to offset your carbon. Yeah, so I think we're at about 32 trees a month get planted by our customers now, which is
Wow.
really great to hear.
And I planted some as well.
Yeah,
Wow, it's
yeah.
great. It's a great feeling. It's a great feeling just to be doing good by eating bad.
Yeah. Treat yourself, and the planet doesn't have to suffer either.
So listen, people, right? Order a shitload of sweets. Put GVG Noms all in capital letters, and you will get 20% off your order. So the more you order, the more you will save. Look into my
keep
eyes.
us busy.
Look into my eyes. Order more. You will make you feel good. And honestly, my libido's gone through the roof. It's like, I don't know what's going on. It's just amazing. And my eyes have gone brighter. My fingernails have just suddenly decided to grow. I've developed great muscles. Buy more sweets, people. Buy more sweets. So yes, thank you so much for coming.
Yeah,
okay?
thank you.
It's been a pleasure. And oh, hang on 1 second. This is an important question. Can you ship to the US?
No, because there's a lot of different rules, a lot of different forms we'd have to fill in, and we wouldn't be able to guarantee they'd arrive in the best condition. So there are some US companies though, and there are some Canadian companies that ship to the US to have a look at. But if you message me on Instagram, I can kind of link those to you.
Olu Wally Blue. I'll tell you what I'll do. If you email me your address, right? I don't care about the American government and the FBI.
Well,
right?
you can post as
I'm going to
just a
post
person
them.
rather than as a business, because
I'm going to
we've
post
got
you some.
yeah.
I'm going to post you a big handful of sweets. If you send me your address on the email, I will send you some, mate.
Yeah, you won't have any of the export rules we do, so.
Excellent. Does using the code
Enjoy.
GVG Noms taint the flavour? Yours will, because I will make sure that Kay sends them via me first, so I can play with them.
Rub them around your nipples again, just for the vegan moon cat. That'll certainly taint the flavour, but no, none of ours get that kind of treatment. Don't worry.
Question above: do you ship to the US? So yeah, we've answered that one.
Yeah, best to get them to you and then ship out as a kind of, you know.
Ollie Wally Blue says, "I will travel." Get on that jet plane, then we can offset your carbon if you fly over. Do you ship to the Netherlands?
We are looking into doing European, that's slightly less complicated. But yeah, hopefully that will be coming.
Could you, if Joy sent you a little bit of money, right, as a gift, could you, like, just as a friend of Level Joy, maybe get like an envelope and put some bits and bats in and post them to her?
We could do it unmarked from a business, so I would be able to post personally, I suppose.
There you go, Joy.
You've offered to do the US. We could try, couldn't we?
We could try, yeah. Woo! I might. Thanks, GVG. I don't know what he means. Whether he's gonna send me his address. Look. I'm being totally honest with you, Ollie Wally Blue. If you do send me your address, I will post you some sweets. I will. I promise.
Yeah, it'd be a shame to miss out.
Yeah, I will. I will post you some. So don't worry about that, kid. That makes them taste the best. Of course, nipple juice always makes things taste the best. As long as it's not a cow. Cow's nipple juice.
GBG nipples.
On that horrible sounding note, I think it's time to say goodbye. Listen, thank you everybody who joined tonight. I really appreciate it. Great to see Katya, one of my members, to come on board with me. Thank you for that. Casually setting up a vegan candy cartel. That's exactly what we're doing. Thanks for the stream. Thanks to you, Kay. And thank you so much for creating this business. It's, as you say, it's so needed because it's such a headache and a minefield trying to find those truly vegan sweets. So, Thank you so much for joining.
Thank you.
So listen, everybody, enjoy the rest of your weekend. Don't get too fat eating sweets, but do remember that you can order an absolute shitload with that discount code GVGNOMS, and don't forget to do it. Thank you. Save the animals, save the planet, save yourselves. Go vegan, people.